well, when are you guys going to do Back to the Future 4? And we say,
Great Scott. Nerd reactor, roll out.
Bob, I loved what you said about never giving up on your dreams there and the 42 rejections. What dreams remain for you? It seems like all your dreams have come true with Back to the Future, but surely you're still striving for stuff. What dreams remain for you?
I'm having the best third act of life that anybody could imagine, really. We've got Back to the, people always say, well, when are you guys going to do Back to the Future 4? And we say, fuck you. You can quote me on that. No, we made 3 terrific movies, and people kept asking for more Back to the Future, so we made Back to the Future the musical, which Chris and Leah have attended on several occasions. We're taking it around the world. It's opening in Japan in April. It's opening in Germany in December. It's opening in Australia in the spring. We're going to have a production of it on Royal Caribbean Cruises. It's touring North America right now. We're booked into London all the way into 2026. So, my God, Back to the Future, I'm going to be doing it for the rest of my life. Who could ask for anything more, right?
Speaking from the future, say, what would you tell, if you could go back? Let's not be that realistic. What would you tell your character? What would you say?
I've always said that if I walked in to the offices that Bob Zemeckis and I had in the 80s, and I said, hey, you guys, you know what's going to be going on in 2024? And I told them, they'd say, old man, get the hell out of here, and what the hell have you been drinking? So, yeah, that's what would happen.
What has your reaction been to all the fan love for this? You have the folks who watch this like me when it first came out, and now there's a new generation of fans who like the musicals, that's a first exposure. You had a huge crowd at LA Comic-Con, I was there. What is your reaction to the fan base and social media and all the fan cons and things like this?
Well, Chris and I have the honor of meeting so many fans in so many places in the world and all over the country. And it's just remarkable when we do a talk back, and half the people weren't even born when the movie was made, maybe 3/4 now, and it's such an incredible honor. Really, it's just something we didn't think was going to happen for us, and it's been wonderful.
Because the film has been so embraced over and over by each successive generation, you guys have gotten to hang out for years, decades now. Michael's been involved, Zemeckis, all the whole truth is quite frequently. What has been great about having that ongoing relationship with each other? Because a lot of people make movies and never see each other.
For me, it was fun because Chris and I have done like 7 movies together. We did 4 movies that took altogether 2 years to shoot, including the Back to the Futures and Dennis the Menace, but we only had 1 scene together. So Chris didn't even know who I was. So it wasn't his fault. We were only in 1 scene in Back to the Future together. So we've really got a chance through these years to really get to know each other, and to, with Michael and Tom Wilson and all the people we get to see all the time. We have dinner. It's been lovely. Because we share this really deep event in our lives.
Right, yeah. We've always tried to treat it like we were all family. That was always the way that Bob Zemeckis and I ran the set. We learned everybody's names, we talked to everybody, and you can find people that worked on those movies and they will say almost unanimously that the best experience they had was working on our movies, because we just wanted to make it warm and friendly and creative, and it carries on. So I just love the fact that I can call these guys up and say, hey, we're opening the show on Broadway, you want to come? And they'll say, yeah!
We're good kids.
Hi, going back 40 years, is there a moment that struck you that you finally realized this movie is a hit? Like, this really grabbed the audience more beyond than you've ever expected?
When we made the cover of Mad Magazine.
Oh yeah, that was my dad thought that was better than an Academy Award. I saw the movie when it was already out for a month or two at the Cinerama Dome, and it was so packed, and everybody was right there, like with every single, you know, when George hits Biff, I mean, they were right there with it, and I was like, whoa. I couldn't even get a seat, I was standing in the back. That was so exciting. But I think it's weird, I don't think we thought of 40 years from now it would still be.
No.
Yeah, who was the, I asked you before, the composer,
Oh, Alan
Alan
Silvestri?
Silvestri.
the other,
Oh, Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis. And we went up to San Francisco before Back to the Future came out. We were still shooting it. What happened?
Taking pictures of it.
Cat fell out of a tree.
We were shooting, we went up to San Francisco, somewhere north, and we shot all night. Some kind of music
Well,
thing.
that's right, the music video.
The
And
music
then you
video.
remember the time when the air traffic control stopped you, or the TSA guy stopped you because you had the pistol? Back to Future Part 3 in your carry-on?
Yeah. I worked that. But anyway,
Yeah, we did that
Huey
music
Lewis
video with Huey
was
Lewis.
there all night. We were doing the music. And a bunch of us were, sitting down at 2 o'clock in the morning, waiting for the next setup. You know, hold on. And I remember Huey Lewis kind of sauntered over, you know, looked at us. We didn't know him, he didn't know us, just, and he looked at us. He just kind of looked at us. He said, "Is this going to be anything?" It was so wonderful because we all felt, is this going to be anything? And it just doesn't quit. It just keeps on going on and on and on. I met somebody today who said their 5-year or 6-year-old daughter had just seen the film recently and just can't stop watching them. But that's been the history of this enterprise.
Now, we have your official quote for Back to the Future 4. We're already good with that. Has there been any thoughts or talks with how animation is going now, bringing the animated series back?
No.
Okay, all right.
You've been talking about him on stage. Would you send a message to the one and only, your co-star, Michael J. Fox?
What's that?
Send a message to Michael Fox.
Oh, I love you. We can't wait to get together again.
We all love you, Michael.
Yeah.
You know that.
The best.
Michael's coming out with a new book this coming
Oh
year.
yeah, about Back to the Future, right?
Yeah, all about his experience on Back to the Future, called Future Boy. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but
You did.
yeah, I did. And
You said the F word, too.
everybody's got to buy it. So.
Done it now.
All right.
Back to the Future when I saw the movie, I decided to be movie journalist in Hollywood. I was in Japan at the time. So what movie or what moment changed you guys' life? Do you have anything that experience?
Harold Maude. I loved Harold Maude. That made me want to be an actress. Now I'm getting old enough to play Maude. In the remake. I was after a younger man. Did you have a movie that made you, or?
When I was 12 years old, my mother living in New York, wanted to take me to see Hamlet. Was playing the theaters with Laurence Olivier, black and white, 1948, something like that. And I was blown away. I didn't know what it meant. She didn't want to take me because she was afraid I wouldn't understand it. Maybe I'd be disturbed. And it was kind of a monumental moment.
Well, I got to give credit to George Powell's The Time Machine. The reason that we have the award, like I said on stage, that movie made my head explode, and it made me really think a whole lot about time travel and how cool that would be, and still with me.